We talked about this last night, how there might be the potential for some what we call thunder snow, claps of thunder while it's snowing very heavily. Using social media now, a report of thunder and heavy snow in Franklin, Massachusetts. And, you know, it's not often that during a winter storm you get thunderstorms, but when you do, it just means quite simply that the storm is intensifying rapidly and very heavy snow is on the way. In talking with TJ and trying to nail down some of the timing here as far as the brunt of the storm, I think the best way to describe it would be sunset to sunrise tomorrow. So we've got a 12-hour period of some intense weather coming up in terms of the precipitation, the snow, as well as the wind. All right, southern New England, New York City, Providence, Cape Cod, Block Island, the area of low pressure now intensifying. We have our lightning tracker turned on. I mean, normally we only use this during the summertime season, but this storm is so intense we're seeing lightning strikes around the center. And what really has us concerned, and what's very impressive here, is these colors of yellow and orange now just offshore towards the Twin Forks of Long Island and just off the coast of New Jersey. This is intense precipitation. It's headed our way, and you know, if you've never seen snowfall rates at 1 to 3 inches per hour, you will tonight. Just look out the window very shortly and it will happen. It will come down quite hard, and why we're forecasting such excessive amounts of snow. It's right in here, this core, this band of very intense precipitation. The other problem here is that the storm not only intensifying but slowing down. So the longer this heavy precipitation lasts, well, the more snow that you get. So we feel confident that in some locations we'll be measuring it with a yardstick rather than a ruler. 1 to 2 feet of snow, locally higher amounts in our northern suburbs by tomorrow. Now, this is going to cause, now this is not a picture right now, but rather an archive picture that I called up. But it shows what I'm trying to explain here, in that these tree limbs, power lines, and evergreens are going to start sagging under the weight of the snow. And just the weight of the snow can bring them down. But then you throw in the very strong wind, it kind of agitates all this weight, and the power lines come down, the tree limbs come down as well, and all the more reason why you don't want to be on the road. A side note for some of our private snow plowers who normally do neighborhood streets, be aware of this as you're driving around in these neighborhood streets, that these limbs and lines could come down later this evening and overnight in some of these strong winds. Viewer pictures coming in. So far, statewide, we've picked up almost 4 inches of snow. Kristen in West Warwick showing this picture right here. Of course, the landscape is going to change dramatically as far as snowfall amounts. Now, the very beginning part of the storm, it started off kind of light, so, you know, might as well make the most of it as we check out Jean and family in Burrillville having fun. I don't think they can do this now in a couple of hours from now with the wind and the very heavy snow that'll be coming in shortly. But initially the storm starting off very light, so the youngsters are able to head out and enjoy some of this light snow. But I mean, obviously the storm is going to get more serious as time goes by. And this picture from Burrillville, Linden State College. All right, that's the weather school that TJ and I went to many years ago. We'll take one last look at a picture here. Not many years ago? Well, all right, we're not that old. Greenville, you can see some of the steady snow that's been coming down as well. And we can kid for now because these pictures were taken earlier when the storm itself was not too severe. But this is going to change dramatically as the wind picks up and as these snow totals start to ramp up. I mean, so far only 3-4 inches of snow, but we're on our way to double-digit 1 to 2 feet of snow overnight into early tomorrow morning. It will deteriorate rapidly in the coming hours.